When Trump launched his tariff threats, I made a video predicting that the US would have no chance in a one-on-one trade war with China. Even if the US allied with Europe, Japan, South Korea, and others, it would only hold a slight advantage. As long as non-Western countries remain neutral, China's central role in global supply chains would be unshakable. Some viewers found this hard to grasp. The US has a higher GDP share, a larger domestic market, and runs a trade deficit while China has a surplus. What gives China the edge in a tariff war? I followed up with more videos, explaining from different angles. The result is clear now. The tariff war has barely started, and the US is already in chaos under Trump's leadership, while China remains largely unaffected. Some exporters face challenges, but society and production continue as normal. Many people are unaware China is even in a tariff war with the US. Even more laughable, Trump and his clownish cabinet keep changing policies overnight, confusing not just Americans but the entire world, which has stopped taking him seriously. After all, no one can predict what a madman will do next. In fact, aside from Modi's India, few countries have engaged in real negotiations with the US. Trump repeatedly claimed talks with China had begun and would yield results within weeks. But China's government debunked this as a rumor. Indeed, China no longer bothers to show the US any courtesy. Since this man won't honor any agreement, it's better to maintain dignity and slap him awake when he acts crazy, rather than grovel like Modi and face repeated humiliation. I've said before that the US only appears to have a high GDP share. By purchasing power parity standards, China has long been the world's largest economy. The US and China use different economic statistical methods, and the US figures are inflated. China's tax system also differs significantly. Much economic activity isn't taxed or included in GDP. Structurally, the US economy relies on services, while China's is industry-driven, carrying more weight. The US overissues currency, using the dollar to extract wealth globally, which inflates US prices for goods and services far above China's. The same product might cost several times more in the US, and services could be 10 times pricier. Thus, the US economy is grossly overestimated. China's savings rate far exceeds the US, and China leads globally in annual consumption of cars, phones, computers, and more. China's output of critical resources like electricity, steel, aluminum, and rare earths dwarfs the US. China's infrastructure, ports, railways, airports, highways, is far superior. From any perspective, the US lags behind China in economic scale and quality. The US relies on its global currency issuance and tech monopolies for its high valuation. However, the dollar's overissuance cannot hide the fact that Americans work far less intensively than Chinese people, and their ability to create wealth has sharply declined. This has crippled US manufacturing, leaving a shortage of skilled workers as talent floods into law, medicine, finance, and IT. This economic imbalance has left the US ill-equipped for high-intensity competition with China. The Ukraine war exposed the broader decline of the West. The entire West's weapons and ammunition stocks were nearly depleted by tiny Ukraine. Such production capacity would struggle to sustain a month of losses in a conventional war with China. China's shipbuilding capacity far surpasses the US. Its sixth-generation fighter jet development leads. Its army holds a traditional edge, and it possesses a nuclear triad. Thus, the US has little room for military adventurism. In a full confrontation with China, with hard decoupling, China would not give the US breathing space. It would fight relentlessly to crush the US unless the US conceded and yielded on China's core interests. China might not even demand the US lift tech sanctions, but would insist the US explicitly oppose Taiwan independence and reduce its military presence in the first island chain. Trump has now ruined relations with allies. Europe has shifted away, Refusing to bow to U.S. trade blackmail. Failure to reach deals triggers tariff wars. Even Japan, a close ally, has stated it's in no rush to finalize agreements with the U.S. After all his efforts, Trump's only gain is Modi's support. Yes, two political clowns have teamed up, reenacting the historical farce of Hitler being dragged down by Mussolini. I'm quite intrigued. My channel has always leaned on informal analysis, emphasizing the style of online keyboard warrior banter. I believe most of my viewers aren't economic or tech experts, but we're in a great era with the internet and AI to assist us. Clowns like Trump and Modi don't know more than we do, and we can accurately predict their absurd actions. I particularly dislike self-righteous people in the comments who think they're experts in politics, economics, or tech, spouting nonsense under my videos. Many are like Trump, never having read basic economics principles. They don't understand social division of labor, comparative advantage, or marginal cost, yet they criticize me for not understanding economics. Some can't read a circuit diagram or write a line of code, but claim I don't get tech. It's as if they're here to lecture me. If they could keep up with the AI era, they wouldn't have such foolish ideas. This isn't state television or a CNN or BBC special. It's my personal channel. I'm here to chat with friends who share my interests and values, offering emotional resonance, not running a university to educate people. Instead of nitpicking my knowledge, they should get their brains checked or test their IQ to see if they pass. Finally, about the bet from my earlier video, I wagered a pack of spicy snacks that Trump wouldn't last the year before compromising with China. It seems I overestimated him. Let's wait and see.